And then I was born in Bar and Namsanga, right? And I was surrounded by sound systems. On the other side, Kwaguna Silverstone, Namad Minox, Muna second. Muna third, Kwaguna Hilary, Smiley, Angarwe, Silverstone as well. And behind that, Muna Mamuka, we had people like Anna Etherton, the Stereo One, Magnum Force, Kote, Anna Sweet Ebony, and it, Anna Fargo. Then, Toto Gunana Sanyanga, Kweshka, Clifton, Bugatti. It was Stereo One is only Magnum Force. Saka, everywhere, I was surrounded by sound. So I think the influence just came about because when we were growing up, all we could hear was like, music, dance or music, So Pataga, like Bangari local, by just Sumukira, like Silverstone, Anna Bernard and all that. I think the inspiration just kicked in. Then came the time, but that time we were not really into moving into the sound business. I was more into the football side, right? But I was listening to sound, because the guy who was living next door to us, I wear my cassettes. I mean, I record say my dance. It's also we were too young to go my dance. Right on my dance, my sound teens go like my recording. Kuna na culture tea and dads and ni vachimba for my rhythms. But my dance. It was inspiring to go na kids go Mazimba can actually do this. From then on, because Dagaram Namsanga Saka just behind us, Pampana culture tea. I got on my
Tenda Gamuri.
Yeah. Culture tea. His girlfriend that time, Angarisha Marian, my niece. So everything, every single Pagatango Regodama, and that sound, sounds is playing that song, where is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Cobra Ching sing a tune, Nerudo, Mapo sing a tune, Mugarandega, Tuku sing a tune, aha. Saka all those, and other. Saka I could sing each and every song ya culture tea. Because in the every single year Buddha kind of album right Buddha, I used to have that because of my Link Yani song.
And which years were these? Angar Makorapi.
That was like back in I think it was late 80s, I think. Because I trip at Mazaya one. Then Paga blow up back with that transit, Bachi tour and everything. It's also title Sparkwa. Because I remember my first days Bagam Bonoritz about Stodat all.
Yeah.
But my Zwayo, I don't know, people were calling him Papa T. I don't know. Papa, or maybe they were confused. Papa T, it's about Paji, Pastor that.
Yeah.
One, teacher Naki Ruanes also, but it's also we couldn't get in. But I did my youths. So that time it was hard to get my recording studios. And Linka and Trevor Hall.
Ras Jablan, yes.
Yeah, Kwarare Gardens. Ras Jablan Vatici, come to my studio, waterfalls, but in that studio, waterfalls. So at that time, the Imbanim Pesa in the Bobo Marcos. Agazu Tanga in the Three Wise Men. So Bobo Marcos, we were like, Pesa Pada in the stage, the Imbatiri tour. But I joined that group Ray Crucial Mix. We had people like Daddy Ray, Agun the Badabada, he's in South Africa. Then we had Ijasan, Agun the Jobless.
Yeah, man.
The entertainer.
Yes.
He was there as well. Kozoti, other people like Rasmus Sousa. Then people like Junior Banton, Vango, we all Bombo featured. Then people like Major E, Bukati, Rasi. But we have more special occasions like my Bob Marley commemorations to Harare Gardens. Right we are. So all this time things were happening, right? This was not called Zimdancehall. It's also we used to call it dancehall. If you ask any artist Sakatanga right in the 90s, I don't know what was going to in the Zimdancehall. We used to call it dancehall. 2001 Paka Tangachi Eben Grooves. You see, Eben Grooves, Paka Tanga, I think it was before yatanga Urban Grooves. Pane mpesa inzi weshamiso here. Ainzi Gilbert, we met up with them because pane that restaurant, Caribbean restaurant, yangavurwa pakariga Mumbai Center. Because Trevor was well known, I can invite kwa. Then he invited the rest of the band for opening year restaurant that. But that man like Gilbert I got to choose out in the project and look it out in my youths. No. It's called Shamiso. Look out for it. Then after that, Pakapuda project here, everything went exploded and did it. Airplay, Kwakurit's go muscles, but danso, Zimdancehall, yanga said yago. On Kwankuni danso. And my artist I wonder imba danso. I take a kwana pa project here, Urban Grooves. Angasgada is going to dance and goes to Urban Grooves.
Urban Grooves, yeah.
And the effect of the Urban Grooves, they cover my genres akawanda from hip hop yeku Zimbabwe, R&B yeku Zimbabwe, dancehall yeku Zimbabwe, reggae yeku Zimbabwe, kwaito yeku Zimbabwe. You see?
Yeah.
Saka it's just an umbrella name Shandi Skofochi music yineka urban influence yemu Zimbabwe. You see? There was nothing like Zimdancehall. It was dancehall. You get it? In any manch, because I was a DJ as well. Pandaka uya kuva Zim in 2001. Ndandine dzungurere kuti machune takapenga. Banasvika banaskogara kuUvampton. Uvampton kwazara majama. Banasvika banatanga kuendesa kuma radio stations. Ma CDs aya. And the best bana yaendesa ka. Bayaramba. This is not dancehall. Toba inezana in my dreams I am. Then now my radio stations. This is not dancehall. Sunday Shams got Quinta Deo. This is African dancehall because Myato Wongoro Africa is just one country. You get it?
Yes.
So from that point now I just thought, why is it Saka music but why is it I go push kwa? But because I didn't know anything about Gadrama website.
Yes.
But actually, again, the Tange website young. But dancing as you no Gadra say. But I tanga when I check my library and she wearing my book the internet for dummies. She did about my code and everything. So it took me about 5 to 6 months. That is in 2005, I think. Right? Chironga. But I tanga ku zivakuti when you want a website name, you need to say, if you want a website name, advertiser on your website.
Yes.
So I was advertising dancehall from Zimbabwe. Then I decided, okay, it has to be Zimbabwean dancehall. But because Zimbabwean dancehall, it's very long. Type Zimbabwean dancehall, you can't do that. But I cut a Zimbabwean dancehall to Zimdancehall. That's where I came up with the web Zimdancehall.com. Right? You wanted to ask something?
No, you just answered there. I was saying this is the genesis of Zimdancehall. Which year was that? 2005.
That's 2005 towards the end. Saka, it kicked off in 2006. You get it?
Yes.
2006, when I launched a website, Zimdancehall, Trevor was just here because before that launcher, I spoke to a few artists. They got the guys in Dudakurunga website. Then I spoke to Trevor Wall. Trevor Wall vandu zati Mayot Ukaita Zunemsoro, it can work. But you have to be committed. So I just took his word because like he's my elder. I didn't. But I told her advice at Trevor Wall, then I pushed it. Then when it went live, Mad Minox, he big that around. But I have to correct him on something or remind him on something. When my website went live, Zimdancehall.com, right? One of the first people Angarpa guest book who signed up was Mad Minox. And that actually gave me that push as well. Big data to recognize actually my works. I don't know if he remembers that, but he was one of the first people I got signed up for guest book, Zimdancehall.com. You get it? Tabe papo, banatungo nachi, spark ban reso tungo linka. Jusa, I didn't know Jusa. but he was living close to me. And I'm going to link then our project here, Rejuvenation, his album. I'm going to what you're doing is good. They push your own stuff. Pandi pa stuff again. But I don't you produce, but I'm going to put more stuff again. But I don't communicate. And that time we didn't have Facebook, I think. Like so we used to communicate by the MSN. Like it was a messenger sort of platform. Saka but I linka as artists. Saka kuno kumanje because probably I'm going to ku Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was going through a rough patch economically and broadband. I should some dial up for internet. Saka my artist couldn't even upload music.
Anything.
You see. And it was Zimbabwe. There was no radio station which was playing Zimdancehall. And if you're lucky to get played by Zimbabwe radio, we go up in a project here, Eben Groves, Sana Sniper. You get it? We get the number pinned up by we project here, Eben Groves. Wiki was straight up dance Wachitanga. Devotee by album right here. You know Devotee?
Yes.
Yes. That album, we even promoted it by Zimdancehall.com. It was a popular project, Wiki. You get it? Saka, he was dancehall throughout. And then we started exchanging my rhythms, my producers. There was one guy, Angarku, India that time, studying.
Were rhythms being made at this time, or people were simply getting a beat done for their song?
No, rhythms were being made. My rhythms are before even 2001, but I'm not getting popular. You see, compilation albums, I maybe 2000, because in India, a compilation album, there was Zimbabwe, dancehall. Yakaitwa Intersound, this colored guy in the Bronx.
Oh, okay, Bronx. Okay.
If you know it.
Yes.
You see, that album, I mean, but it had various artists with dancehall. Dance with shit, but on different rhythms. You get it?
Yes.
We couldn't get it, but it's like funny rhythm, rhythm.
Yeah, I remember, I think one song from that rhythm. Yes, Ango Jawunda, yes. Yes, I remember it.
Yeah, that was done a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now my rhythm is Saka from then on, Bakwaita radio station in the Zim Splash Radio. Younger internet radio, younger area based in UK. But DJ Tina, with Ice Spy.
Yes.
And got to India. Because Ice Spy and there are two rhythm. One in the Styra, I think. Pardon me. Styra, near in the Dragon Neck. Saka Ice Spy, Lincoln radio station here, and Batra with a pusher. That Pavandi link as can to that to promote it all. Can a artist out opened, but a pusher chin, and did come. Rapina artist Siana. Winky Diagapina need two more songs by Dragon Neck. How is that song? You know, the Chibaro. Bano Bata Chibaro,
yes.
I get it. Agapina pop. Because that rhythm was big. I got a hardcore dancehall chair. And
yes.
Butterfly. Zimdancehall go fly. Yangato Zimdancehall. Because the Papa non the Banonga discussion is directly Zimdancehall. When you pack with because we got someone who is on the website here. Website yanga in a homepage. You're in the video corner. Angapani my videos essay eco Zimbabwe. Not only a dancehall. Even groups and chichi and it.
Yes.
Because find the dancehall news, Pazim dancehall news. Every news I tell one. Yaita wrote Zim dancehall. Zim dancehall this. Zim dancehall artist this. Zim dancehall rhythm this. Because we didn't have a radio.
Yes.
A radio station here, I play music. I took it upon myself with since I'm a DJ, let me start a radio station. If our website. I didn't.
Yes.
But I link on when first signs the Cash Money. DJ Cash Money, Munyarazi Chirapa. Yeah, the radio station ya itanga. Pandi pa slow tip up. And vanatanga kuita show yainzi the Zimdancehall show. That was the first show yakatanga kurova 2 hours non-stop.
Which year was this?
I think that was in 2007.
Okay.
Vanatanga kurova, and from then on, that's when the music started getting more popular, because Vanaka Wanda, they would wait every Saturday night. Kuti vanhu go to zvinyowani zvipi, because vanhu vairelease some music with Zimbabwe, but the music yanga isingakwanisa kubatika kana paredio.
Yes.
There was a guy, Heinz Mad Fisher. He was our man on the ground. Mad Fisher from Bari. Mad Fisher time linka tompo uchi masense kuti amanye kuma artist, and this one guy akapusha zvinhu zvakasimba ku Zimbabwe. Mad Fisher. Because he used to go to each and every artist. Achino collector my songs, my new songs, my rhythms and all that. Information achipasa. Because Kunoku, we had people like Jusa. Thai International. Yeah. Jusa, Thai International. You see, all those guys, Vanguard, Close, and we were working hand in hand. We were discussing from our messenger, from our social networks, Dilanazo, Kotana Melvin, C, and Doobie Bands, and a Snacker Dread. You see, that was one family, yes, and it.
Yes.
Because another thing in Santa Kangano, you see, the Zimdancehall logo.
Yes.
That was created by Begotten Son, Kudam Sasiwa.
Wow, Kudam Sasiwa.
Yeah.
That's
He's
interesting.
The one who created that logo. Wow. He's just contractor, total Zaziri, you get it? Because we just want to get the facts right.
Yes.
And because Kudam Sasiwa, the deal was, he signed up Rasiai. Because I'm going to record label. I signed up Rasiai, but I know Rasiai happened to Zimdancehall industry as the product it's popular. Then Kudam Sasiwa said like, okay, I can do your website for free, redo it, and did it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is like get it offline for 5 days, and did it. 5 days later offline, which was the countdown to get us a big clock per website, countdown to the release of the new website plus Rasiai's album. Pampanana song ya Rasia step over them, or you get it. I see the enemies that I jump over them.
I remember it.
Or you get it. That time, second Popa that website, that logo, yeah. Yeah, Zimdancehall. You get it. Saka, I'm thinking, what else? Give me a question, Timbo Funga, because in Yaza Chakarebe.
Yeah, thanks a lot actually for bringing that to light. So, what is your response to a suggestion that Zimdancehall started in 2013, and I don't know if you would want to respond to what Fantan had said with regard to Zimdancehall having started in 2013 and having started at Chillspot.
Well, that's mainly, I think information. You information just because pamwe vanhu vari area yauriga vari kungokupa that information. Saka una access yekuita research. Saka inini I actually applaud you, Plot, for doing your research. And did it. Once you did your research. And you came to the bottom of it and did it. Makuta research momo, mukolinka na lion, mukolinka chichichi. You go to the ana juicer, you go to the bottom, go Pampan is this other guy, Angani Roya play out.
Yes.
Right? It's not like it could have Turambiri or whatever, but Kanataku one disachokwadi. Like regarding our history. We are killing the industry. You see, because there is no house in Ovakwa is no foundation. You have to have a foundation. If you go to Jamaica, Chaigo, one who's got the reggae, the term reggae was started when Toots Hibbert and the Matos sang a song, reggae. But who gets the credit? Reggae. Toots Hibbert never said this is called reggae, but he just sang a song, do the reggae. You get it? Fakulty do the reggae, but this is reggae music. And everybody one would receive that. With hip hop, unozoti anaku hek nanani.
Anaku hek, yeah, true.
See,
true.
They took the sound system general influence. You Jamaica. watanga kuiita create a hip hop. Up to now, hip hop is a bigger brand than reggae, but still, hip hop came from reggae music. You see, so I think probably one confuse the fact. You could Zimdancehall, one of what you can see Zimdancehall, one of the Takurasa the 90s. You know, I'm a 90s DJ. The other 90s. So I think I said that we always look at generation past generation. But as a website, it had history of that. Yeah, because kwankuna Alan Ranks, kwankuna Dads, kwankuna Major E, kwankuna Bukati. And before that, uza kunema artist ana Oliver Mtuguza, ana Mukanya, ana Solomon Skuza, ana John Chubadura. All those artists vakaimba reggae. Do you know that? When my songs are vakaimba reggae. One, kuzuti ana Blazu yaimba Mamoyo lean on me.
Yes.
Influence reggae in Zimbabwe is too much. So tipane vamwana vatinga kwase kutombotaura but vaka play a role. There were guys like Black Roots, or Anna Sanchez.
Yes. Anna Sanchez Kufio,
yeah. Saka the history is so much, but apana munhu ari kuita asi ari kudocumenta this whole thing. Kurasika.